Hello, Professor Toybox here with another viewer request. This one comes from Gabrielle Fausto on YouTube, who asked me to build a toy box for Dory and Nemo. The Finding Dory playset was the last one to be released before Disney Infinity was canceled, so we didn't get many toy box ideas for it. I think a lot of builders moved on to other games. Dory and Nemo definitely need more underwater adventures, so I built a new Coral Reef toy box for them to explore. And I think this turned out beautifully. Dory and I will take you on a little tour of this and play through a couple of the little stories that I added for our fishy friends. This was a pretty challenging toy box to build for a number of reasons. Main one being that unlike the playset, the fish don't travel in 3D space. So they're basically behaving like ground-based characters, which they don't do at all in the playset. So Dory can swim along the ground here. She can jump. She can double jump. If I press and hold the jump button, they kind of float upward, but then they come back down to the ground. So that's about the best they did. It's really odd design decision, but that kind of limits what I can do in here. I had to make sure there's a ground-based path for them to get everywhere that they need to go, because they can't fly there in 3D. Secondly, there's no fish. Well, there's this little guy swimming around over here, but I can't interact with him. So there's no fish in the townspeople drawers, or the critters, or the sidekicks. So there are Dory and Nemo character townspeople in the townspeople drawer, but come on, it's the ocean, silly. They can't be the only two in here. This makes it difficult to populate the coral reef with characters they can interact with, like mission givers and such. Also, there's a couple of enemies that were added, but they're not part of the enemy generator or enemy wave generator. They're not even in the enemies drawer. They're down in the gameplay toys drawer, so that made it kind of challenging to build this because I'm not able to use a lot of the techniques that I normally use. But anyway, this is what we've got, and I'll take you on a little tour. So for a mission giver, I set up the little hermit crab down here from the playset, and I just used a locator there since I can't attach this directly to him. So we'll swim over here and see what he has to say. He wants to know if we'll help him. Sure. We're nice friendly folk around here. And we'll swim on this way. There's a new radar marker down there. So we'll go see what's down here that he wants us to deal with. I just love all the detail in here, the bubbles and different things that are coming from these pieces. Just looks beautiful. Really happy with how this turned out. I hope Gabrielle likes it. Here's a little fish, plastic fish. Whoa! Hey, fish are friends, not food. Okay. So here's the radar marker pointing at this little sunken submarine. So we'll go push the button here. Kind of cute. And we now have 5 more targets on our radar screen. So we can go see what the problem is. So the crab sent us over here to turn on the radar so that we can see what it is we're dealing with. That's interesting. The enemy respawned. Good to know. Oh, hey. Took a few more hits to get him that time. Oh, and I'm low on health. Yikes. Okay, well, there's something over here. Let's go see what's here. Ooh, it's an ecological disaster. So we got some barrels spewing out some nasty stuff. So we'll go ahead and break those. And that took care of that problem. But we've got 4 more of those. Oh, there's another one of those enemies. Make sure we avoid them. And here's another one. Oh, hey. I touched the butt. Okay, that problem solved. 3 more to go. This is just beautiful. I put this together and I'm still in awe of how this worked. The scenery that they made for this is just amazing. Lots of little details. Oh, here's Ariel. We'll see what she wants later. I'll come back to you. Let's make sure we avoid... Oop. I'll come back. Make sure we come back there later. There's another one down here on this little ramp. It's interesting, those little fishy enemies don't even show up on the radar. It's almost like they aren't actually enemies at all. I guess they're more like hazards. But I kind of treat them like enemies. They certainly attack you. Okay, so we got another one, looks like up there. So we'll head up over here. Wow, no!
Ow.
Oh no!
Whoa, even I know I wasn't here a minute ago.
There we go, got him. Yep, some more barrels. There we go. Solve that problem.
Whoa.
And it looks like we got one more over there. There's a couple of different ways we can get up there. I put a little fan over that way that we can use. And the other option is I got the little new flying craft over here, the manta ray. We'll go ahead and take a little flight around the toy box here. Check this place out from the air. Kind of get a little bit different view of this. So there's the toy box that I built, essentially. So works pretty good. It looks like a coral reef with all the pieces that are up here. And we'll go ahead and land and exit. Oh, stuck.
Whoa.
And she can grab ledges too, which is interesting. Doesn't actually show that, but here we go. So there we are. We got rid of all the barrels that were leaking nasty toxic chemicals. And saved the day. So no ecological disaster for my reef today. Oh no! Oh no! Swim, Dory! Just keep swimming! So there's one little quest I built. And then, as I said, I don't really have a good mission giver, but I ran across Ariel in the townspeople drawer over here. So we'll go ahead and see what she wants. Can I ask a favor? Sure. And now we got some other things spawning up around the toy box there. So let's go see what we've got. I've got that hooked up to a randomizer, and so it's generating some collectibles in different places. And she actually wants some thingamabobs and whatsits and dingle hoppers and whatever else I could find in the collectible drawer. Oh, here's one. So we got a teapot. Or at least that's what I call it. I don't know what Ariel calls it. I figured with the underwater setting, that was a way to introduce the Little Mermaid into this. So, nice little cameo. So let's see, I got a little hidden area here where you can go underneath the reef. Oh, there's a teacup. Ah!
Uh-oh. Were we playing hide and seek
Oh
and I
no!
forgot again?
These guys are tough. Let's get out of here. There we go. Oh, another one over there. This time we'll use the, since I left the manta ray up there, we'll go ahead and use the fan to get up here. Yikes. Okay, let's see where we got here. Oh, there's a little crown. So we got that. And let's see, what else? That's kind of fun to search around in here for different things. Oh, he's stuck. Not for long. I'll give you a little hint about the memory usage in this particular toy box. Most of these anemones and things are in the decorations drawer, which for some reason take up a lot of extra memory. So I initially had a bunch of those out, and the toy box memory was getting filled up fast, and so I took them back out and used mostly the customizable pieces in the plants drawer, and that seemed to help. And then I just used the items in the decorations drawer to supplement and add a little bit of difference and variety in the scenery, and that seemed to work out pretty good. Some gears. It's a thingamabob. Okay, and nothing up here. So let's see, the other ones are out over this way. And looks like there's one over here. And each of these little buttons here does some neat little things. And each of these toys that come from the playset, so that one opens up so you can see the pearl that's hiding inside. Can't get up there though. Not going to let you steal it. Oh, here's one. So that's kind of a fun little hide and seek type game here. Let's see if we can find the little things for Ariel. Oh, good, he didn't see me. Okay, there's got to be one back here somewhere. There it is. Looks like a marble. So Ariel's quest and the original story quest are just good ways to help you, oh, there's a gnome, to help you explore, give you a reason to swim around and see what you can find. And makes it kind of fun, I think. I got a few other ideas in mind that I could do for this. Whoa! Well, that didn't work at all. She's stuck. All right, let's see. How am I going to get out of here? I guess we'll have to cheat and go into spark mode. And get her out. And we'll set her up here. There we go. There's another one of those guys. Okay, I'm thinking of something orange, and it's small. And I'm thinking of something orange, and it's small. Interesting. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. So, that's my toy box, and I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of it. Just want to point out a couple of the other ideas that I had that I may come back here and do this with, but whether I do a video for that or not, I don't know. So for critters, There are a few things we can use under this drawer that aren't too bad. The Guardians of the Galaxy have some little weird critters that he could be kind of like a little crab or something. And a few of these other little guys could maybe be that way as well. So those are some possibilities. Some of these probably not, but some of these others, that might be kind of a good little buggy looking critter for under the sea. Another one I thought of was this little plated slug. He kind of looks like something that might be crawling under the sea. And not sure yet what I could do with those because the collection pen looks a little odd to stick that out here in the midst of all these reef things. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, that's under the Creativitoys drawer. You can put the little critters and collect them as a little quest and throw them inside this collection pen. But as you can see, that just doesn't fit the look of everything else that's in here. And you can't actually come in here and theme it at all. So I'm not sure. I tried to see if you could throw the critters through these little sidekick doors on these buildings over here, but that doesn't work either. They're just townspeople and sidekicks that they accept. So I was thinking we could maybe throw one in there for these guys to play with. Or we could throw one over here through this guy's door to kind of feed him. But anyway, I don't know. And then there's this little dude over here. And he's the guy that lights up the way over in the other toy box. And he's so cute. I shall call him Squishy, and he shall be mine, and he shall be my Squishy. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video and this little tour of my Coral Reef toy box. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel or sign up for my blog to see what we do next time. You can find build tips and logic diagrams and different things for the challenges that we make on my blog as well.
There? Hello.
I love Dory. And anyway, so that's all for us from this toy box today, and we'll see you next time.